Hey YouTube, I am back with a new deck list for you today. This is something a little bit out of my comfort zone, I have to admit. It's a deck that I would not normally play myself. It's a control priest. Now, I know there's a lot of priest haters out there, but I know there is probably maybe a silent majority that likes priest. I don't know. We'll see. So yesterday I was scrolling Twitter and I came across this tweet that I'm gonna show you now. A TicTac tweet. Now I don't know if you know TicTac, but TicTac always comes up with the most terrible priest lists that only he can win with. Like Thief Priest he made a few months ago, and like he did really well with it, but I tried it for a few games and I couldn't win. But now I'm gonna maybe get baited again. Here's a control list that he tweeted. And he said, for anyone wanting to farm Death Knights and Shamans, list is probably terrible, but I lost my mind. Well, that doesn't sound very promising, does it? But then, like, you scroll down, and he tweeted, I'm top 100 with it. It's not that bad. Now, if we have a look at the list, it doesn't actually look that bad. It's just a lot of control cards put together. Not really a win con, maybe, but the win con is survive, really. So there's lots of ways of dealing with the board removal, healing, and just hope to outlast your opponent, basically. Now, yesterday I did try it already for a little bit just to see how it would go for me, and I ended up having a positive win rate with this deck. Even played a few mirrors. Those are not fun. You want to skip the mirrors, but in general, actually did okay with this list. Let me just quickly have a look at some cards that you might want to look for in the Mulligan. Now, if you are against DK or Shaman or like any board-based matchup, basically, you might want to keep the Doomsayer because dropping this on 2 or 3 or 4, it will remove their tempo. They might either have to trade into it or they lose their board, which is pretty good, obviously. I have been keeping the location as well. I don't know if I should. Don't know if I should keep it, but I mean, you kind of do want the card draw. If you're in a slower matchup, maybe consider keeping it. Maybe not against Unholy DK or Frost DK, because you kind of die in the early game if you don't have removal. Amulet, it's questionable because on 1, you don't really have anything else to do. So if you keep it, you can insta start trading it. It's a bit slow, but at the same time, you trade it, you buff the amulet, and you get a new card. So you might just want to keep it anyway. What else did I keep? I like keeping clean the scene because this is a very effective way of removing the board. Also, Zirella obviously works well, especially with a Desperate Prayer or a Gift of the Naru. I didn't really keep any of the late game cards because I feel like against some of those board-based matchups, you kind of don't make it to late game that much. Undying Disciple is a very cool way to clear the board because it deals damage equal to this minion's attack. So for example, if you have the location on the board and you buff this one, it will deal damage equal to the buffed attack of the minion. So you can even make the board clear a little bit bigger if you need to. Then, of course, there's Whirlpool. There's also Light Bomb. Like, a lot of ways to deal with board, basically. So just pick whatever you want to keep and clear the board, survive, and stabilize. And once you manage to do that in those board-based matchups, you probably win. I'm just going to queue a few games for you now, see how it goes. Yeah, we're gonna queue the TicTac one. I really hope that we don't run into a mirror or a control matchup, because the bad matchups are probably Quest Priest, I would say. There's a few of them on ladder. I have not really been able to win against Blood DK. And Mindlock. Mindlock is really bad because we don't really have ways to stop their combo. Paladin. People are experimenting a bit with pure Paladin, I think. After the Purator came out in the mini set. Now, I've been keeping this one just as a single target removal, but also kind of works with the Light Mob, because now we only need a Shadow spell, and then we have a deal 3 AoE. And we top deck the Shadow spell, so if we need to, We can coin this out on 3 and try clearing the board a little bit. But opponent hasn't really played anything, so we can think about the fact this might be a dragon paladin as well. Actually have nothing to do, so we just pass. That happens quite a lot, guys. If you play slower matchups, don't be afraid to just pass the turn. Sometimes it's better to do nothing and just keep your resources instead of wasting it for no reason. Just because you want to spend that mana, that's not really necessary in this deck. I think I'm going to keep my coin here. This board is not threatening. If they extend it a little bit more, I will go Nether Drake next turn. I might go for that now. I don't actually have to, but at some point, you know, I have to do it anyway, so might as well take over the board now. They'll have some minions, some buffed minions in hand, also 2 recruits. Yeah, slightly annoying. I could just put the lighted burns on it. Let's start by trading this amulet. Doomsayer for... I will give them an extra hit of Zachariah. Or I go Doomsayer and the lighted burns, but I don't know if that may be just too much. Let's just give them an extra hit. And if they trade, I will just deal with it next turn. Okay, that's not a normal meta card. This used to be played in pure paladin, but people actually stopped using it. I think now we are going to deal with the stuff. This out and this out, so no more discounting. Okay, lots of draw. What we can do... Oh. What we can do is, for example, go coin Mirror-Zone, and we will get 2 minions as well to contest the board a little bit, but we might also keep the Mirror-Zone for after contest, and we get all the invitations, which is pretty cool as well. I think we can just play this here. Protect ourselves a bit, but not waste our resources, because we will need them against this deck. Okay, they're not overextending. But, I mean, we could just go Whirlpool on this anyway, and it will probably remove another lawyer, maybe another savior. It did remove another lawyer. Okay, so I'm not actually sure what they're playing. I think it's like some type of pure paladin list, but I'm not entirely sure what exactly is in it. Let's trade this. We could silence this and it will make the board smaller. Before I do, maybe I should draw a card. Okay, so now we do this, we silence it. We can play the Renatal. And now we kind of like, we don't have any more board clears in our hand, so we're gonna need to top deck any of the good spells probably. Okay, not this turn at least. What if we go Mirror-Zone? And we become a A paladin. It doesn't equip though, because we don't get the battle cry, so might actually not be that good. We could do this and heal and wait a turn. I didn't play many death rattles yet. But we are healing. And now we can use the hero power to deal with single targets as well. We can murals on that. Or we could go Disciple, buff it, and spike the light ray. Let's see. Or I play 2 minions here. Like this. And I'm not that on board, so I'm not gonna heal yet. In case I top deck a Cirella, maybe we can just go desperate, have a huge board clear if we need it. We still have the murals on as well, but I would like to remove this board first before like stabilize a bit. Also, it's a bit tricky because I don't know exactly what they're playing, because this is not a very standard list. They only have 6 cards left in the deck, so they will go to fatigue earlier than me. That's a plus though, because they don't take much damage. So probably fatigue damage at some point will have to kill them, but I need to deal with whatever is going on in their hand still. Okay. I can drown that actually. I can drown the Naxxramas, or I can Shadow Word Rune. But if we drown this, I don't have to use the rune yet. So we do this. And we wait. This can deal with the taunts. Oh, or we might just go ruin this turn and hero power the face or something. They have a lot of big stuff going on now. I cannot clear that one, but I can clear the other 2. Well, I'm gonna rune anyway, I think. And then I do this, and I draw a card. And maybe we just put this here already, so it sets up for a trade. Okay, my taunts are back. That's good, and this is going to draw me 2 cards, which I really, really need. Might give me AoE. Set TicTacs, okay. I am taking some damage here. Oh no, never mind. He cannot hit with it. That's fine. We can light bomb this and heal. Their hand is starting to get smaller. Little by little, we are getting there. Oh, we could go Zarella and save our minion. Heal. And heal and Dorella. And draw a card. And do this and do this. I'm not sure if we're going to need silence. So maybe I'll just trade it. I have some ways of dealing with the board. Oh, this is nice too, the elemental. I am ahead on board this time too, so I feel a bit safer. I'm back to almost full health. They have only 2 cards left in the deck. I need to remember though that even though maybe they're playing pure paladin, they could still be discovering Kazakhstans, right? So if they do, we're probably gonna need to keep in mind that there's gonna be treasures. And they're drawing a lot here. Oh, wait, is that... That's a weird sign, isn't it? Let's just play this, put this here. I am going to trade, I think. So they don't have boards. This is their last card. So now if they discovered a Kazakhstan, they're gonna have to play it. They did. They did. So we're going to need to survive the treasures. I think the most hard one to deal with is going to be if they have Wax Rager and maybe copy it with the Ancient Reflections. I do have Silence in my deck. One Shard of the Naru. But I'd have to find it too. I could trade this if I want. I didn't play enough dragons for cast, so for me, drowning this doesn't really do anything. I'm going to keep my mirrors on and see what treasures they get, I think. Okay, we played this, so then I don't have to actually trade. Because it will die on the Colossal. Boop. And now we're going to see the treasures. Oh, they're ordering it. Maybe they got a Book of the Dead and then you insta-draw it for free. Big Knight. They played the Great Hall as well. Oh my god. I think if they didn't have treasures, we would win guaranteed because they're kind of out of stuff. But because they have more treasures. And they're going to draw them in order now of cost. So they're top decking a Book of the Dead probably. So maybe it's not the time to make boards now. I think I'll just drown this so it's not on board. And we do this. And we hope there is no embers. Maybe I should have played the Finley. I'm dead exactly on embers if they have it. Oh, I guess they don't. Because they could have played it. Oh, they drew everything. So they actually didn't get minions, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, no minions. I could go for the board. Okay, this is fine, right? Now we buff. Draw cards. Heal, we wait. Okay, so they're out of cards again. Oh, okay. We know one of the cards is Boombots. Wands. Okay, so one more wand, one Boombots. And we're going to see they were ready to play something. Canopic. Okay. So we actually know all they have. I think for now we just wait a little bit. They might want to play Boombots and Canopic. And if they do that, maybe I'll just go Light Bomb Rune. Oh, they have the counters as well. Okay. That's some extra stuff we are going to have to deal with somehow. That I kind of forgot about because they were already going for Kaz. Okay, they're not overextending. Okay, it's minions time. Definitely scary. Oh. Well, that's not very nice. I can clear it next turn though. Okay. This is not infused. Not infused. Let's start with a light bomb and see where we get. What they which legis they get. Very big ones. Yeah, I think we have to kill that. Or go Lighted Burns on this one and take this one back. So they'll have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage on the board. Which is quite a bit. But I want my minion back. Oh shit. Okay, we might die. We might die. Let's Finley. I kind of forgot they had another thing coming out of that. Oh, Anachronos is good though. If I live, I have Anachronos. I want to say we die. They only need 2 damage. But at least show me if you have it. He had Ambers and he didn't go for it earlier? That's insane. He got a Finley. Oh my god, guys, this game was so long and we didn't even win. I know for a fact that we would have won if there was no Kasaka-san. But those treasures, like dealing with the countess and the treasures was like one thing too many. And I don't know, maybe I didn't use my resources properly. Okay, we're against Death Knight now. Let's pray that this is a Unholy or Frost and not a Blood Decay because we cannot win against it. I'm just gonna keep the Zarella, I think. And just hope it's a board matchup. Okay, it's not red at all. It can still be blood though, because a lot of people are playing blood with a 30 now. This kind of looks like it. Let's hope it isn't. Because then we have another really long game. Do we ignore it now? I think so. Next turn we can coin the spirit guide. Make a taunt. Can't believe that I wanted to show you this control priest to beat DKs and shamans, and all I queue into now is control games. That is really unlucky. Okay, this is gonna be the time to clear the board, I think. We can go trade this. Clear and clear. Not taking too much damage anymore. It kind of looks like it's not blood, at least. It's frost. Can cannibalize that one. Nom nom nom. Remove the big minion from the board. Trade this. Nom 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 nom. I don't think we Finley here because we do have some ways of dealing with stuff. So I think for now I keep my hands. Okay, how many frost spells do they have? 2. 2 spells. So now they have 4. Let's play this one. And we wait. We have a Mirror's If they play the spell to freeze, we can Mirror's it maybe. Glacial. If we Mirror's we get that as well, but we don't know where it goes. It'll be random. That one as well. But it will freeze the minions, so I think I go Mirror's here. Oh no! It targeted my own dragon. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I heal. I have a mana. Light bomb's gonna be good, yeah. Okay, so they have another one. We know that. They have a Glacial Advance and a Frostworm's Fury in hand. So we need to do our best to not die. I could go Light Bomb, probably. It will also kill my board, but at least we deal with stuff. Nothing is infused, right? No. So 2 Frost spells that we don't know what they are. 1 Glacial, so that's 4 damage, 5, 6, 7. 11 damage that we know of. Maybe we just deal with this. Not take 4 if we don't really have to. We had 1 elemental die, so whenever we play Zarella, we get 6 heal. Egg. Location, maybe? Yeah, getting some draw. I can play Clean the Scene, and it will clear everything. Okay. I think I will do that. Like, go Clean the Scene. Play this. Heal myself. And now we just have to survive a little bit. They don't have a board at the moment. They have 2 more stacks of this location, so that means 2 more 4/5s that we're going to have to deal with. I think if I play Zarella next turn, I will have heal, and that means the turn after I will have deal 5. And that's going to be the turn their location is active. So then I can insta deal with it. Oh wow, he's putting damage in here. Okay, just to discover something else. Kind of big. He didn't have any spells left. I think we can play a big taunt and just buff it. Trade the shards. We're gonna have to deal with it. I will get my healing. So that means I will have double healing on Zarella. Which is pretty nice. Okay, going for a board now. It looks like. Okay. There's my heal. I think we just go for a full clear. Eat this. Do this. And heal again. I think we kind of have it under control now. It was a bit scary at some point, but here we go. See, this is what the deck's been like made to do, really. You have so much healing, you have so much ways to clear the board that eventually your opponent is gonna run out of gas and you're still there chilling with your 35 health. You have your big minions still coming. You have the Zarella that will heal you back. So at this point, opponent really doesn't have a win con anymore, and that's how you try to play it out in the board-based matchups. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this isn't the deck I usually play, but I kind of would recommend it if you are sick and tired of playing against Frosty Case, because let's face it, there have been a lot of them in Legend the past few days. Also, still a lot of Evolved Shamans. This deck should be able to beat that as well. So yeah, if you enjoy control decks, if you want to beat the board-based decks, go for it. Shout out to TicTac for posting the deck, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in my new video. Bye, everyone.